Hello, I'm Bruce Mallinson, the owner of Pittsburgh Power. Back in the mid-1980s, we were involved with Great American Truck Racing, and I had the privilege of meeting T.L. Sexton. He was from Augusta, Georgia, and this was his invention called the Safety Plus. Back then, we were doing the circle track truck racing on asphalt tracks, and when you would blow the right front tire, and usually it was right front tire because we made left turns, the truck would veer off and take out anyone that was beside him and go up and through the wall. Not glance off the wall, but through the wall. So a lot of damage was done to the various racetracks. So it became mandatory. TL invented the Safety Plus to give you complete control of the truck in case of a blowout. How we would test these, TL and I would get underneath the truck and mount a dynamite cap on the tie rod end, right up against the steer tire, and we always seemed to blow the right front for the demonstration purposes. We would take a truck right out of the parking lot, not a race truck, a regular road truck. We would put an older front tire on because we didn't want to destroy an owner-operator's good front tire. And we would put the dynamite cap on. We would have him drive around the racetrack. TL would be with him. And he would have the driver at 80 to 85 mile an hour put his left hand out the window, right hand on the steering wheel, and he would not tell the driver when he was going to blow that tire at 85, bobtailing. And he would blow the tire when he was right in front of the stands so all the people could see, and that truck would continue on a dead straight line.
This empty cement mixer weighs 12 tons. Blowouts don't happen often, but when they do, a rollover is very difficult to avoid.
65, 70, 75, just about at 80.
What was you running?
Didn't feel
Make
the
a
thing.
turn all the way around there. Come on, turn it.
We was hitting 80 with it then. This ain't power steering, TL.
So we sold a lot of these back in the mid and late 80s, and somehow we kind of got away from it, and I forgot about it. And this past year, we know of 3 people that blew, 2 blew right front tires, 1 blew a left front tire. It was the Western Star that blew the left front. He was hauling Teslas. He was able to save it and had about $18,000 to $20,000 worth of damage. There was a 379 Peterbilt that blew the right front tire, and he had a load of Teslas on. And down through the field he went. The Tesla on the roof of the truck up in the rack came off, and it was demolished, and his Peterbilt was demolished. If both of these guys would have had the Safety Plus, had 0 damage, put a new front tire on, and have been on their way. So what the Safety Plus does is there's a big heavy spring in here along. It's a shock absorber with this heavy spring. There's a steel washer in here, and this centers automatically. So if you're coming out of a corner, like a 90-degree turn in town, you just take your hands off the steering wheel, accelerate, and the truck will come back and go straight. When you're on a straightaway, you hardly have to hold that steering wheel. This Safety Plus will hold that truck going dead straight down the highway. And whenever you're coming up on an overpass and you're hitting an uneven bridge, and you know how you get this shake through the steering wheel, guess what? With the Safety Plus, it's all gone. This will make your front end feel tight and feel smooth, and it'll give you a lot of driving pleasure. It's relatively expensive. It's $700 and some. Takes about an hour or 2 to install, and we're going to show you a video on how easy it is to install. It's something that you can do at home in your driveway. So what I want to show you is how simple this is to put on. This is one of the brackets, and this is one of the brackets. Whether it goes on the passenger side or the driver's side, you take the 2 bolts off from the spring, you put the bracket up underneath the axle, put the 2 bolts up, torque them, and then all you have is this bolt that holds the Safety Plus onto the bracket. On the tie rod assembly, we have this bracket that has the 2 U-bolts. And you put it on, you put this on, you try to have the truck going dead straight. And then you tighten up these 4 9/16 nuts. And then you take the truck for a ride. And if you feel it pulling to the right or pulling to the left, a lot of times, if you just loosen these 2 U-bolts and you just move it 1/16 of an inch, maybe 1/8 of an inch, that's all you need to pull this truck back to going dead straight. The Safety Plus is relatively simple. You take the 2 bolts off holding the axle up. You put the bracket up, run the 2 nuts back up with the washers. We have a flat bracket also that will come on top of the tie rod assembly, so it doesn't matter whether you use the bracket to go on the upper side or the lower side. And then we have the tie rod bracket assembly. Hold that up there, Adam. And so this goes roughly right here. Okay, you can take that down for right now. Okay. You hold the Safety Plus up. Let's turn it over so we can see the label. On the top. Now this Safety Plus isn't staying on here, we're just using it because it was on the rack. We have the transmission out of it. Okay. And then if the tires are going straight, the installation's done. Usually, I'm trying to recall from back in the mid-80s, but we used to like to have this on the downhill side so any moisture would want to drip off versus trying to go back into the steering safety. But that's it, that's all it takes. As you can see, it's pretty simple. When you order the Safety Plus, one of the things we should know is the diameter of the tie rod assembly, because there are different size brackets here and different size U-bolts, so I think maybe they're using 2 different size tie rod assemblies.
For anyone who drives a truck, this is a nightmare. Every driver has thought about the danger of a steering tire blowout. When it happens, it's always unexpected. The result can be a serious and sometimes even fatal accident, involving not only yourself, but other travelers and families as well. Now you can prevent this tragedy from ever occurring. United Safety Apparatus has a revolutionary product that will give you the safe steering control needed if a steering tire blowout ever happens to you. This product is Safety Plus. Safety Plus is a mechanically assisted, positive centering hydraulic unit that is engineered to maintain straight-ahead steering and control rapid, unnecessary, or unexpected steering movements. With Safety Plus on your truck, control of the steering wheel stays where it belongs, with you, the driver. Safety Plus has been used on thousands of trucks over millions of miles of highway. There is no other steering control product that is comparable to Safety Plus.
And gentlemen, start your diesels, and we're underway with the second great American truck race. $69,000 in total purse. Green flag is out. They're underway. And take a look at the diesel smoke as they hit those dangerous curves here at Atlanta. safe start. Everybody through turn number 1. Jim Bickle of Akron, Indiana, your quick leader. Bickle has jumped out in front. Charlie Baker's in second place. Jack Seffler driving in at third. Doyle Montgomery on the outside in the fourth position. 5 trucks running inches apart as they come down into the main straightaway another time. Still wheel to wheel. Somebody blows a tire here and you're going to see one big wreck. That highlight from last year's event. In the waning moments, Special K, Ken Farmer, blows a tire while well out in front. He goes all the way to the outside into turn number 1, socks the wall, starts this incredible slide. A lucky race driver here, Hal.
Well, I got to tell you something, Ken. When he hit that wall, I don't see what kept that truck from going right on through, but look at this thing smoke. And as it's sliding across there sideways, look at that left front tire just going, there it blew. It went clear under the truck. He's tearing the whole front end off from under this thing.
Almost the back end here, and here was the critical moment for Ken Farmer.
Right there, man. Why he didn't go over, nobody knows.
You get used to dramatic moments in motorsport, but this was one of the rarest. Kenny Farmer.